Sometimes, behind the brightest smile in history, lies the deepest silence. The last queen of Egypt, Cleopatra. A woman who made empires bow to her beauty, but left the world with a mystery that still breathes through time. Did she really die of poison, or was it a game she played for the sake of her own legend? You are listening to Mystic Legends, where we uncover untold stories from around the world, hidden truths, and forgotten whispers buried beneath the sands of time. So, in today's mysterious journey, we travel to the land of Egypt, where the Nile still whispers the name of the woman called Cleopatra. Cleopatra was the last ruler of the Ptolemaic dynasty. At just 18, she wore the crown of Egypt. But with it began a storm of power, betrayal, and war. Her own brother, Ptolemy XIII, overthrew her. She was exiled from her own kingdom. Yet even in exile, there was no defeat in her eyes, only the dream of return. And then came a moment that changed the course of history. It was a cold night in Alexandria. Roman soldiers filled the city. Julius Caesar was staying in the palace. And outside stood the queen, abandoned by all. She knew that to reclaim Egypt, she must first conquer Caesar's heart, not just through beauty, but through wit and courage. She wrapped herself inside a royal carpet and had it delivered to Caesar's chamber. When Caesar unrolled it, from the folds of silk emerged the Queen of Egypt. Her eyes shone like the desert sun. She smiled and said softly, "I am not the one who can be cast out. I am the one who writes history." Caesar was captivated, not by her beauty, but by her confidence. And that was the beginning of an alliance that revived Egypt's glory. With Caesar's help, Cleopatra reclaimed her throne, and under her rule, Egypt bloomed once again. But in Rome, Caesar's enemies grew stronger, and soon, he was assassinated. When the news reached Cleopatra, it is said that for the first time, tears sparkled in her eyes beside the Nile. That day, she didn't just lose her lover, she lost half her strategy. Years passed, and history repeated itself. Another name rose in Rome, Mark Antony, powerful like Caesar, yet softer at heart. Cleopatra sailed to meet him, on a golden barge down the Nile. The sails perfumed with incense, music floating through the night air. When Antony saw her, he whispered, "You are not the Queen of Egypt. You are Egypt itself." Their bond was more than love. It was a union of heart and power. But Rome would never accept it. For this was not merely the union of two souls, but of two civilizations. When Octavian's army invaded Alexandria, Antony took his own life. And soon after, Cleopatra's end followed. It was said, she let an asp snake bite her. But no serpent was ever found. No clear marks of poison on her skin. Was it all just an illusion? Some historians believe the Romans captured her alive and staged her death because a living Cleopatra was too dangerous for Rome. Others say she knew they would imprison her, so she embraced death herself to make her final act, her own decision. Imagine this: a golden chamber, lamps flickering on the walls. Cleopatra sits in white robes, serene face, proud eyes. She whispers, If history remembers me, let it be for my choices, not for my fate. She smiles, and the darkness swallows everything. Cleopatra was gone, but her legend never died. For true queens never perish. They become the soul of history. Her death remains a question even today. Was it truly the end? Or does her spirit still wander through the whispers of the Nile under another name? So tell me, friends, what do you think? Was Cleopatra's death a tragedy or a masterpiece of deception? And from which corner of the world are you listening to this mystery today? I am from Mystic Legends, where every week we peel back the layers of time to uncover the secrets that still beat in the heart of history.